Okay. Okie dokie. Right now, I'm trying to work on my VTuber model for a little bit before I get back to real life. I want to hide the tail, the wings for now. And then I want to work on getting each part the coloring that it needs. Now we're gonna hide the horns as well. I think it's okay if we don't hide the ears. Alright. Oh. Now, do I want to have skin color or do I want to be kind of green? Since green has kind of been my um, theme for this dragon, or do I want to pick another color? Like, I don't need to be a green dragon. I really like copper dragons. I think they are. Let me make sure. Was it bronze dragons? Bronze dragons. They're a race of metallic dragons. They're curious and inquisitive, possess a strong sense of justice, and do not tolerate any forms of cruelty. While most of its body is reflective bronze color, the wings are often tipped with green. The dragon has 4 large horns on each side of their head, 3 protruding from each cheek and 1 on top of their head. A dragon egg can be dyed, blah blah blah. That's not what I'm looking for. There's ones that are kind of jokesters and like interacting with humans. Oh, they truly enjoy observing and interacting with small creatures, especially humans. They often went out of their way to help them, such as rescuing humans from shipwrecks and dangerous foes. In addition, or in many of these instances, the bronze dragon would transform itself into a human, so that whoever it helped knew who really did the rescuing. They always sought justice the best they could, and could not abide to see any creature being treated with cruelty of any sort. They're probably the most social species of dragon and often swam and played together in groups. Okay, I'm not against being a bronze. About a copper. Copper dragons. I think these are the jokery ones. Um, Personality. Copper dragons were usually even-tempered and sociable. They were well known for playing pranks and telling jokes and riddles. They enjoyed a good joke, riddle, funny story, or any form of good humor or wit, but became annoyed if somebody didn't laugh at a joke that they made or take their pranks well. These habits make them especially fond of bards, and they appreciate their company enough that they are sometimes willing to set aside temporary separate space for them in their lair so they may provide entertainment. However, they could also be greedy, envious, stingy, and particularly dangerous when their treasure hoards were a threat. Nevertheless, a good companionship was just as much a treasure to them. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be a copper dragon. Not because I think they're admirable, but because I think they're quite similar to my personality. I do my best to be a good and kind and pleasant person, but whenever I play Dungeons and Dragons, the fact I get it comes out a little bit when somebody messes with my treasures and stuff. I get a little bit, don't touch my stuff. And I can be, what is it? What did they say? They're usually even-tempered and sociable. Yes. Um, the other one, the bronze one was saying, "Oh, these are some of the most sociable dragons ever." Doesn't really fit me. I want to be. I like people, but I'm not super charismatic and I'm definitely not a the opposite of an introvert. Uh, I'm pretty introverted, even though I enjoy people and love being around people. Um, Greediest, envious, and stingy. I can be. I try not to be greedy. I actually go out of my way to try to avoid being greedy, but I can be pretty envious. I can be kind of stingy. Yeah, when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, I can be like, don't touch my stuff. Sorry, husbando texted back and was like, "Your plan for the day is good," and I was like, "Cool." Um, all right, so let's look up some copper dragons. Copper dragon 5e. Kind of has, they have like this bluish greenish tint to their wings, which is kind of cool. And they do kind of have like a coppery color to the highlights, which is kind of cool. So I like that all of that kind of look to them. Let's look up a copper color um, splotch. Oh, kind of reddy, kind of reddish for hair. It's kind of reddish. That's kind of cool. Um, Copper color or copper scale. Copper shingles might be my best way to go. Copper shingles. Okay, so we've got copper colored shingles. Let's do hmm. This says copper shingles, but it's from bronze windows, doors, metals, and roofs. So is it truly bronze or is it copper? Copper accent shingles, copper. I just don't know if I trust a website that's for bronze. Could be presumptuous of me, I suppose. Okay. What about? I guess this one would be a good one to know. This looks like a good color reference for kind of tarnished copper, which I think is like that blue-green color. And then, gotta find something that kind of is the highlights to the copper. Alright, there we go. We're gonna exit all of these tabs now, because if I don't, I get a million tabs. And then we're gonna just drag these guys in. Or not. Damn it. I gotta fix the images real quick. Um, Alright, we're gonna do that. options, save as a copy. JPEG works. Alright. Okay, and then you can go bye-bye. And then we gotta do the same thing here. Copy. Exit and delete. And one more. Edit. This copy. Delete. Okay. Then we can drag these in. And now, alright, cool. Then I gotta find my pen. Okay, I found my pen. So, my base skin color is probably gonna be, I'm worried if I don't say something at least kind of pale, and somebody meets me in real life ever, they're gonna be like, that is your skin color. I'm like, yeah, because it was based on the color palette, not because of my skin tone. Okay. Probably a stupid way to go about this, so we're just gonna actually go by the color palette and do this the right way. Okay. They're still screwing up. Alright, and then we're gonna go with like a little bit of a darker area of the bronze here. That's a highlight color. Be like that. And then I also gotta look at how to shade faces. Not shadow. How to literally shade the face. How to color faces. To color the face. Because most people keep it pretty simple, right? I gotta figure out where I want my light source to come from. Which is head on an option? One second, the baby monitor is flipping out. It's mad at me for wanting it to turn on. But then it doesn't want to do its job. I'm supposed to get a cheap replacement later today from Zizan, but get this working for now while Babs is asleep napping. I really hope whenever we have a baby two will actually sleep and I can kind of peek in and check on them and stuff and not wake them up. that's just wishful thinking. Did not know what my mother's husband is doing outside right now. It is making a lot of noise though. Oh show. Alright, well, maybe the baby monitor will... Nope, okay. For a minute it almost pretended like it wanted to work. Alright, what time do I need to get him? I need to get him in roughly a little bit under an hour. And if he flips out, I can hear him. It's just when he's not freaking out. Can't quite hear him. Scares me. Okay. Maybe that'll work for a minute. Fucking hell. Duct taping a baby monitor's charger port is difficult. Alright, so we have Vtuber head stuff for learning purposes by ROXO. Roxoa. My birth date is, what was it? August. I think it was 8th. Oh, I can't do that though. Oh, I did my actual year though. Sorry, it's making me sign up for X, so I'm going through that real quick. Gaming, sure. What are the topics? We got news? No. Sports? No. Music? Yes, but not for this. Dancing? Yes, but not for this. Celebrity? No. Relationships? No. Business and finance? No. Technology? No. Movies and TV? No. Technology is a sometimes. Movies and TV is a sometimes. Business and finance, I probably should, but no. Career? No. Cryptocurrency? No. Health and fitness? No. Travel and food? No. Gaming, yes. Beauty, no. Fashion, no. And nature and outdoors, yes, but not for this. Pets, home and garden, yes, but not for this. Art, pets probably is yes for not for this too. Um, education, science, religion, shopping, cars, aviation, motorcycles. Okay. I don't need to. Why do you make me? When you follow someone, you'll see their posts in your timeline. You also get more relevant recommendations. Follow one or more accounts. Why? Why do I have to? No. Nintendo can. run itself into the ground like it is. I really wish that I could feel good about subscribing to like Nintendo or Pokemon, but they've been doing such crappy things recently. No thanks. Could subscribe to The Onion. Although I don't know if they're still as good of a satire source as oh, I think it's shooting. Why do I need to subscribe to something you recommend? I don't want to. You recommended me not good things. You have like a little update swirly thing, and then okay, Sword Center Onion, and Attack on Titan, The Figgin, Call of Duty, MLB, Major League Baseball, DreamWorks, Wallpaper, WWE, ESPN, anime updates, dudes posting their W's, Faza Clan, Netflix discussing film, architecture and transition, Ninja, Troll Football, Obama. Since what did I put in? Anything that I put in that would make Obama be one of my recommended things. I didn't click politics, relationships, business, nothing. Roblox. Interesting as fuck is something that was recommended. Out of context, human race. No thanks. None of this is stuff that I want recommended to me on a regular basis. I guess I'll just follow Elon Musk himself since he's the creator. I guess he's not the creator. Sorry. He's the guy who bought it. He's the owner. Alright. I wasn't trying to do this to actually get an X account. I was trying to do this to access a content that a creator posted. Which would have been great if you would have just recommended me them. But no. Alright. Sample file for how to draw and set up layers for VTuber's detailed face guide. Okay, so you can download it below, maybe in the comments. Oh, there's a website to go to. Paste. So, sample file for how to draw. Okay, no, this is. Um. I want to learn using your thingy, but I can't figure out how to download your thingy. Oh, is it this download link? Nope, that's the shared link. Okay. It looks like a download link. It says download it below. Did I download it already? No. No. Excuse me. Uh, how do I download your thing? I swear I'm not trying to use it in a bad way. I'm trying to learn. Um, That's really cute Iron Mouse art. Definitely following Roxo. But before, I need help. And you have a help thing. Trying to scroll down so I can get to the thing that I was trying to get to. That's a really cute fluffy tail. I should probably just share my window. Okay. I am currently trying to scroll down to get to the thing that I was trying to use to help. This actually would have been a good reference for how to draw a larger woman. But I have kind of what I want right now anyway. But what I'm trying to do is there is this thing. I'm trying to figure out how to get this. And it said, well, did I find it? No. There was a thingy that said to detail face guide. You can download it below. There's reposts. There's replies to it. February 27th. So I'm trying to go all the way down to figure out, but it's February and this person is a consistent poster, so come on. Is there any way to just like go, hey, I'm looking for a guide, not your personal stuff? Couple months back. Um, December. Oh, is it 24 or 25? 23. No! We have so much back to do. May 2nd, April. Why? I just want to learn how to get better. March. February. More guides? I don't need those guides right now. They do have a Ko-fi, so it might be because of the Ko-fi. Like that tail. But that tail is better. Look at that fluffy tail. That's so awesome. I wanna be a dragon because I'm obsessed with dragons, but the temptation to be just a fluffy animal is pretty strong. Maybe I'll try two. Maybe I'll try both. I'll work hard on my dragon, and then if I still have the itch, I will also work hard on like a fluffy version. I'm looking for 2023. Because I really like the idea of having fluffy bouncy ears. They're just the cutest. Okay, we're still in 2024. 2023. February. Just watch it be on their Ko-fi. You know, I think I give up. I'm not gonna lie. Download it below where? In replies? No. I don't even know how to access the replies. I am helpless. Uh, Oh, is this all the replies? If you're interested in learning how to obtain the PSD file with some additional tips on the Ko-fi. I am interested in learning, but you said I could just download it. Thank you for this, picking up the body one too. I'm trying to learn the 2D work, so this is really helpful. Okay, so is it only on their Ko-fi then? I mean, that's fine. Respectable. But that's fine. I am over 18. I'm not trying to look for over 18 content, but I'm just trying to... Now I'm scared to go to the poster gallery. I'm not trying to access the over 18 content. I just want this. This all. I might just use this though. For coloring. So I need 3 shades. Because we need the shadow shade, we need the skin shade, and then we need the highlight shade. That be accurate possibly? And then should I keep the nose or should I make the nose more of a... Because I don't have that wide of a nose in real life. I just thought it was really... I liked how it looked. First, I am going to... clipping layer, but first I'm going to... I'm going to take the mouth, nose, eyes off of this, and honestly the eyebrows too, we can color those in later. I just need the most basic. Here, let's take the ears off too, and then I can just color literally everything as it comes. Okay. This in, and pull this away in. This I still need to have some access to the colors, but I am going to make it of a bit of a color palette. Something like that. Alright, so first we're starting with the most basic of basic layers. And then I have to learn how to paint. Ah, damn it, the baby monitor turned off again. Okay. Okay, so first I should probably just start with my I'm currently on oil painting. I like this brush so far. I like how it has been. We're just gonna do this. I like how it's been coloring stuff so far. Like I like so far I haven't really seen brushes that have combined colors in a way that I understand very well. Can't tell if my glasses are foggy or if my screen needs cleaned, or a little bit of both maybe. How do I get this? There we go. Then I need to jump up to this layer. And then I can go back to oil painting. Do this. So this person or the Roxo guy person, I don't know what they identify as, I guess. They kind of get a little bit of the cheek in, all of the ears in, go up. Kind of like this. Yeah. And then they do kind of go under the eyes and around the eyes and make kind of like that makeup look. Right. I'm just going to color all of this in. Kind of blend this. They do kind of like a cell shade blend. I'm wondering if I can try to do that. Although they may not do that. It just, maybe that's a way that I could do that. Um, Kinda. did something. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna. Maybe? What if I just took the blur tool? Smudge or blur? I think blur. We'll bring smudge up too, just in case. There's also a mix tool. That's new. See what mix does. Smoke. Smoke might be interesting. I don't know if that would work. Okay, so I'm in love. I'm in love. Okay. That's amazing. To this and kind of pull. Okay. Oh, I really want to make sourdough. Really frustrating right now because it feels like all of the adults in my husband and I's lives still treat us like children even though we're grown adults and have our own kid. So yeah, I want to do things with them because especially like my mom, I love them and it's fun and feels good to spend time with them. But also, if you don't want to do it on my timeline, that's fine. I gotta do it on my timeline then. But it just, I don't know. There's a part that feels wrong to do that. But then it's also like, well, I can't. I mean, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I can't monitor people's words, but nor do I want to. But you don't get to control that. If I unpack a little slower because I'm doing projects here and there, unpacking in an ADHD kind of way, then I get to do that because it's my family and my life, and as long as my chill, like my prerogative. I think that's the right word to use. That looks better. Then I've got to use kinda like where the nose is here. Kinda. I guess I still feel like I'm acting like a petulant child when I'm a petulant child because I am a grown-ass adult. But it's hard to not feel like something when you're being treated like something. You still have to figure it out. I mean, you can't control other people, and if they're treating you like that, that's shitty, but you can't control that, so still have to figure it out, but doesn't make it less shitty, I suppose. Am I doing it right? Then looks better than anything I've done so far, so hey, I'll call that a win. And then we gotta do ears. Gotta find that bronze color. Color that in. Oh, almost messed that up pretty bad. Alright, we gotta keep doing this. I also, the ears probably are gonna be under the base layer. I'm gonna have to color layer down under art layer in a minute. Stuff that just like sticks in your brain and you can't get it out, but then you can tell like the people around you are like so done with listening to it, so you don't want to like you don't want to keep talking about it and make people uncomfortable, but also like you really need to talk about it kind of deal. But then do you need to talk about it? Cause you talking about it didn't solve anything. that just lives in your head, rent free. Okay, I gotta take this, take that inside, and here. And then mix. I think I keep trying to accidentally get in the white from the canvas. I am trying to learn how to be more of my own person, though. Find my own interests, find ways to be my own person and be strong in who I am and who I want to be. Like I said, sometimes I can be not the best. I can be kind of gossipy, I can be kind of judgmental. And it's not permanent. Like, whenever I get into the positions that I'm judgmental of, oftentimes I'm like, holy crap. Be like, I was such a bitch. But, you know, and I never mean to be a bitch about things. I just am like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that. And sometimes I don't. And it's not that I'm judging, like, for example, like parenting decisions. I'm not judging other families for what they had to do or wanted to do with their kids. I just don't think that would be a right fit for our family and for our son. Every kid is different, and every family situation is different. I'm not trying to judge that, but sometimes it can come off as me judging it if I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that for our son. And I get that, and I don't intend to be judgmental, but sometimes you just can't help that. Uh, I know I can be kind of gossipy. Like, if there's somebody I feel safe around, I have some news that either like astounds me, like holy, like would not believe what this person just did, like this is so out of character or like this is crazy kind of deal. I can be kind of gossipy. Also, when I'm super sleep deprived and hungry and angry, I can say some out of pocket stuff. There was this one time I was working for a corporation, like a minimum wage corporation kind of deal, and a girl who she would talk under her breath about people, and I flipped out. I was like, this girl's evil. But obviously she wasn't. She had something going on. But I said something out of pocket, and you know what? She called me on it. Found out, and she was like, excuse me, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what? Fair. I don't have to like you, but that was out of pocket, and I'm sorry. And we weren't friends, but you know what? Respect. Respect to her for calling me out, and I absolutely am very sorry about that. Still, to this day, I think about it. I'm like, that was super not cool. That was super not cool of me. I can get like that sometimes where I'm just like flipping out about something and I'm like, oh my god. And sometimes it's called for. Like sometimes I literally do think that somebody has a condition that they need to get addressed. But a lot of the time it's just me going, this is so unfair and this is so not cool and I cannot believe that this is the situation that I'm being put through and I will take that out on someone and that's not good. So that's something I work on as a person to be a better person. Or I try to. I'm not always the best at stuff, but you know, do what you can. You try to be the best person you can be, and it's all you can really control and do. And I don't know, I hope I can find over time people who like me for who I am. The good and the bad and the ugly and all the in between. I'm not a bad person, I don't think. I hope not. I feel like I'm just a normal person with big emotions. Also fiercely loyal to the people that I love and the people that love me. I have no idea who this person is. Gonna answer it. This isn't a phone call I should be answering. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take a clipping there. Yeah, we should just color that one in. Color that one in. Then like that. Right. Maybe this. The light is coming down. I've noticed a lot of my life I spend guilty. I'm like, oh, I feel bad about this, oh, I feel bad about that. I need to stop feeling, I mean, I need to stop putting myself in situations to be guilty about stuff. I need to be confident about the decisions that I make. It's way easier said than done. Confident enough to say, this is my decision. I believe in it. I'm sticking by it. You know, I can do that with some people, people that I really trust. But, cause Bondo, or my mom, the fuck, go. Oh, I really love this mixed brush. This thing is awesome. Okay, I feel like I was supposed to do something and immediately forgot. Oh, it's probably because it's 12 o'clock. Probably need to get little one up. Sorry for the sudden disappearing. I got a phone call from Husbando. I had gotten several phone calls from a mystery number. Husbando called, so I was like, ooh, I should probably answer that. Alright. Double check that nobody is chatting. I'm not expecting it, but also if anybody does, I don't want to, like, fuck that up. Alright, we're gonna do this. I guess I should say some positive things too. I'm the type of person that if you need my help with something, I'll be there if I possibly can. I'm the type of person that uh little line. I'm the type of person that will back you up, and I'm a pretty good listener. If you need me to go somewhere with you and back you up on something, I'll do that. I if you want to go somewhere but it's kind of far away and you don't know if you can bring somebody with you, I'll be there. Kid is okay. Uh, try to be kind. I try to be a good friend and a good wife and a good mom. Hard worker. I'm patient. That those are qual- If I really am comfortable with you and love you, I will call you on stuff. I do sometimes fawn. That's not good. So if I don't know you very good, I don't know you very well, and I don't feel very comfortable around you. Times I will be a yes man, do and say and be whoever not a good thing. Cause then when I do feel comfortable, I will then start to call you on shit and be myself, and you're gonna go, what the hell? But I don't want that person in your life. Don't ask me to be that person, cause I will be. The person to say, I don't think you should be doing that. That's kind of shitty. You do you. I'll love you no matter what, but like, the fuck? Also, if you've been trying to give me advice, I'm gonna be like, you gave me this advice. You gave me these stipulations to be your friend. You gotta kinda follow through on your end too. You don't get to just tell me how to live mine. And not a lot of people like that, I'm gonna be honest. Not a lot of people like to be called on shit. And I do it in the right way or not. There is such a way as a right way. I don't know. I also sometimes talk a big game and then I'm like a complete wuss in real life too. I don't know. Person. Not anybody else's problem ever. Just realized one day, like, man, I really don't know how to person. Okay. To erase this. There we go. And then to move this whole eyeball. need to fix the eye spots. Put the eye spots on a different layer. I have to probably redo that. Oh, I don't wanna. Look okay. They actually look pretty good. I also do need to I'm tired. Gig. And every bit of the gig. To become a more positive person. Can die. Oh, 'cause it's I do need to redo these eyes. I don't wanna. Oh, these are the horns. Color. Yeah. Guy. I don't know, something like that, right? Alright. Okay, so I here. Okay, and then I think also I probably write this thing. Gara. Go. Does that look better? I think it does. Should we add like a second eyelash like right here? Nah, just the one is fine. And keep the butterfly lash. Actually, we can dupe. Okay. gonna mix. Two. Duh. Go. For this part. Something like that. And then do a dark one. Good brown though. Kind of more of like a diarrhea brown than it is a brown. I know it doesn't. What if we literally just did some shadow? I don't mind how that looks at all. It's pretty good. Flashies? Do transparent circle. How that looks. Good. And it kind of gives them a little more depth, but it kind of doesn't at the same time, does it? Mixed it together. First, going to make another folder. Alright, and I'll this. Going to